Hello there and welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. And I just wanted to do a little update on my previous videos on Path of Exile. I'm still enjoying the game a lot, maybe even more so now, because I have made some progress. Last time I talked about like hitting kind of like a roadblock or a brick wall. It's more like it with my character. And so right now what I did is I made a video about that. I started a new character and used a guide, like a build that seems to be quite popular, a fire-based one centered around righteous fire. And I did say that I would like to use this build to learn about how to make a build. And also what I started to do is veer away from the build I had, because for example it said that at level 17 or 20 or so I was supposed to replace Flame Wall with Searing Bond. I tried, I didn't like using Searing Bond. It's like that thing where you can put down two pillars and they have this flame and it changes between the two pillars and you, so you can make like geometrical forms. I liked Flame Wall better, so I kept using that. And also with some of the abilities, for example, said to do away with Herald of Ash, instead using Purity of Elements. Well, I'm still using Herald of Ash and it works well for me. So I'm actually having a lot of fun with this build. There are some situations where things get a bit hairy, where, you know, sometimes I struggle with certain bosses. Of course, some of them have, like immunities against fire or ignition, which is basically the type of damage I'm using, but I'm making progress. And what's interesting to me is how what this game does to me in terms of like why I'm enjoying this game so much. I mentioned it before. I think I did used to play Diablo, which of course, you know, is the inspiration for this game. And I did like Diablo 1, 2, and 3. I also liked Diablo 4 when I played in the beta. That's gonna come out next month. And so I did like these games, but they never captivated me the way this game does. And I don't know why that is, because a lot of the game mechanics are similar. But I think what's happening is that the game design is made in a way where for some reason it kind of just clicks with me much more than the other games. At first the game can be pretty overwhelming, you know, where everything's confusing and you're like, hey, you know, how do I get abilities and what are support skills and stuff like that. And of course I still have a lot to learn. I'm very grateful for the comments I've gotten on the first video, especially where people were giving me advice, and that helped a lot. So there is still a lot of stuff that I have to learn, but I'm enjoying it and I'm looking forward to learning more actually. So right now I'm using this mixture of like a pretty popular build apparently. Here for example we have a fire and ignite resistant enemy, but that wasn't too much of a problem with you know, when I'm using more of my skills. I could also still turn on my vitality, and it feels rather tanky, this build. And I also fine-tuned it or like customized it more because I didn't like some of the abilities that were recommended. I don't know whether it will, you know, continue like this until the end game, whether I'll eventually have to switch to the other recommended skills, but I have no intentions to do that right now. I'm enjoying it. I haven't been back to the mines, which were where I ran into some problems with my other character, but I consider this pretty helpful. So where am I at right now? I am, hold on, let me take these guys down. I am rocking this equipment. I was happy enough to find a legendary staff. I wish it had more slots, but you know, I probably will replace that eventually using a combination. I have some 4-slot equipment items already. Was lucky with some of the drops where I have like 3 boost slots, so I can put together abilities and support skills. And I'm using a combination of this fire aura. I'm still using holy flame totem, which is another thing that the build that I'm using, where it was recommended to not use it anymore at a certain point. I'm beyond that point. I don't care. I like using it. And that is combined with, let me find it. Where is it? Here, Holy Flame Totem combined with added fire damage and summon Phantasm. So I'm summoning some ads, and it seems to be working really well. So I am enjoying this. I know that there is so much that I still have to learn, but doesn't bother me. I'm actually excited to do so. I'm very grateful for the comments and advice I have gotten from the community. One of my viewers said, you know, it's a really nice community, and it really seems like that. So right now I'm really looking forward to exploring the game some more. I will soon be back at the point where I was stuck with my first character, and I'll see how this build does there. And so I'm having a ton of fun. I can't really pinpoint what it is that fascinates me about the game, or is so addictive to me, I guess. But it really doesn't matter anyway, because the main point, I guess, is that I'm having fun and that I'm enjoying this. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Once again, my advice, if you have considered playing this game, or if you tried and, you know, it felt like overwhelming or a bit more complicated than other games similar to this, then do what I did. Keep going. Maybe check out a guide, or maybe just experiment. Try to use the different skills, try them out, see what works, see what doesn't. Maybe use a build guide. I mean, I noticed that even some of them, even beginner builds or beginner guides, were already pretty overwhelming if you are all new to all these systems. But you know, keep going for it. I promise, if you are even remotely into this kind of game, I think you will enjoy it eventually. There's a lot of cool stuff to be found here, lots of cool game mechanisms, and apparently there's also lots and lots of new content coming all the time, which I appreciate. I mean, I still have to work my way through all the existing content already, but it's good to see that, you know, the developing studio seems to be quite active, adding new stuff. And so yeah. And by the way, if you're wondering about the cosmetic outfit I'm wearing, yes, I did buy a few things at the store, because I do like to support free-to-play games when I do enjoy them, because, I mean, that's the point, right? They give me a game that I enjoy, that it's fun spending time with, and I like to give back a little. And so I've got some extra stashes. I've got a cool cosmetic outfit, and yeah, hopefully it helps the studio to keep going. So I'm having fun. I hope you will too. I hope I'll meet you in the game. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll surely have another update pretty soon. So thanks you, and have a great day. Bye bye.